Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to the Mixer, and today I'm going to be doing another one of those fancy little player or athlete profiles. In this case, you know, where I take a famous athlete and talk about him or her and all of their awesome capacity and statistics and career milestones and achievements and whatnot, you know, and just spread the word of how amazing they are and what they do, you know. And today is not going to be any different. Now, I have been doing this lately for basketball players because I've been playing NBA 2K21, but now it's going to be a little different, you know. I'm going to be talking about an athlete who I admire a lot, you know, because I actually saw him in the Olympics in the last edition in 2016. And now, right now, we are still in the midst of the Olympics, but at the time of recording this video, they are completely over, you know. The closing ceremony was recently, so by the time this gets uploaded, it's going to be even more over, you know. But I still think that it's nice to talk about, you know. I did a few videos about the Olympics. I did one about the biggest scandals and also what I consider to be the top 10 competitions in the Olympics, you know. And today I'm going to be doing something about one particular Olympian in particular, and considered to be the greatest Olympian of all time, Michael Fred Phelps II. Okay, now even if you're not a fan of swimming, you know, or sports in general, or you probably don't even watch the Olympics, you obviously know who Michael Phelps is, you know. He has become synonymous with not just swimming but athleticism in general, because this guy is a beast, you know. The Baltimore Bullet could really swim, guys. You know, he didn't get that nickname for nothing. If you ever saw Michael Phelps swim, if you didn't, well, you can just look up videos of him on YouTube, you know. But this guy was really freaking fast. You know, one of his nicknames was also the Flying Fish, so you can imagine why. Now, and by the way, he never took any performance-enhancing drugs. You know, he was just good on sheer talent. But here's the thing. He is the most decorated Olympian of all time with 28 medals in total, and 23 of those are gold, by the way. So just to let you guys know that he's a pretty okay fellow, you know. He's pretty good at what he does. I had the privilege of watching him in the 2016 Olympics, you know, not live actually there in the stadium, but I actually saw him on TV, so I thought it was really cool. And the thing that most drew my attention to Phelps was that he was really fast, you know. Whether it was just 50, 100, 200 meters, he was really quick and nobody could even catch up to him. So how exactly this works, I don't know. I really don't know. But before I get into it, let me read a little bit to you guys some statistics about him, you know. Now, here's the thing. I couldn't really memorize too much of this because, like I said, I'm not really a big fan of swimming, so some of the technical terms might not really, doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, you know. But anyway, and you guys are going to see the info pop up somewhere on screen here, as they always do, so it's all good. So here we go. The most successful and most decorated Olympian of all time. So a total of 28 medals, okay, in general, and all-time record for Olympic gold medals at 23. Okay, so out of 28 medals, 23 are gold. He also has the records for Olympic gold medals in individual events at 13, okay, and also Olympic medals in individual events, okay, so not just gold but medals in general individual events at 16. So here's the thing. At the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games, he actually won 8 gold medals, you know, and then he tied the record, that exact record of 8 medals of any color, by winning 6 gold and then 2 bronze, you know, at the whoa, hold on a sec, whoa. Okay, I got my timelines crossed here. At the 2004 Olympics, he had already tied a record of 8 medals by winning 6 gold and 2 bronze. Then in 2008, he won 8 gold medals and also his own little record there. And then in 2012, the Summer Olympics in London, he won 4 gold medals and 2 silver medals. Then at the 2016 Olympics, which I actually saw in Rio de Janeiro, he won 5 gold medals and 1 silver. So this combined made him the most successful athlete of the Olympic Games for his 4th Olympics in a row. So 4 Olympic Games, man. And by the way, when you take into consideration what he had done in the entirety of his career, so not just Olympic Games, but the World Championships for, I'm guessing that LC and SC stand for long circuit and short circuit, and also the Pan Pacific Championships, he actually won a total of 66 medals, you know. Oh, then again, 66 gold medals, 14 gold medals, and 3 bronze medals. So that's a total of, let me add this up in my head, 83, right? If I'm not mistaken, 83 medals in total representing the United States in swimming. So, yeah, it's just a little impressive, eh? Not too much.
Again, he's better in the 100, but Shields is just above Phelps, looking for his own trip to Rio. Wow, I don't know, Dan. Phelps is starting to come back on Shields a little bit, but Shields is tightening up as well. Phelps is going to win it. Phelps is going to win it. He's going to get his 5th Olympic berth, and it's Shields trying to hang on to 2nd, and he's going to get it done. That's a surprise. but Phelps has the record.
Okay, so now that we got the statistics out of the way, let's talk about world records, huh? Let's get into that specific category here of M. Phelps, okay? So he is the long course world record holder in the men's 400-meter individual medley, you know, and also he is the former record holder, so I guess somebody else surpassed him, but I don't care because he did it first, okay? In the 200-meter freestyle, 100-meter butterfly, 200-meter butterfly, and 200-meter individual medley. What the hell does all of this mean? I don't know. I think that butterfly is when you're swimming normally, or no, butterfly is when I think you're doing this, you know, when you're kind of doing like that weird little movement there. I don't know, man, okay? He just did it. Whatever the hell it is, he won the damn medals, and he established the world records, okay? So he has won a total of 82 medals in major international long course competitions, of which 65 are gold, 14 are silver, and 3 are bronze. So did I get something wrong there? Because I read 66 and a total of 83. And I trust in my math capabilities, okay? I'm totally not gonna look that up and post later. I totally trust myself there. Okay, so, and also these span the Olympics, the World Championships, and the other ones too. So his international titles and record-breaking performances have earned him the World Swimmer of the Year award 8 freaking times. Oh my God. And American Swimmer of the Year award 11 times. The guy has the same number of awards that Bill Russell has NBA championships, as well as the FIDA Swimmer of the Year award in both 2012 and 2016, and he earned Sports Illustrated Magazine's Sportsman of the Year award as well, you know, due to his success in the 2008 Olympics. Speaking of which, after those Olympics in 2008, he actually started the Michael Phelps Foundation, which focuses on growing the sport of swimming and also encouraging people to have a healthier lifestyle outside of sports, you know. And now he retired in 2012, but he made a comeback in 2014, and he actually did go to the Olympics in 2016, you know, which was actually his 5th overall. And he was selected by his team to be the flag bearer of the USA, you know, at the Parade of Nations. And then he did announce that he was going to be retiring a second time in 2016, so kind of like Michael Jordan. But unlike Michael Jordan, he didn't come back yet. Phelps did not make a comeback. I wonder if he ever will. I don't know, man. I mean, when you're almost 40, you know, I guess swimming is a little different, you know, for people. I don't know for how long you can swim that fast, you know, until your body starts to give out a bit. Anyway, so here's the thing. This is a very scary thing about Michael Phelps because he has won more medals in his career than 161 countries combined. Wow, that's it's a little scary. Considered to be the greatest swimmer of all time and one of the best athletes ever, without a doubt there, you know. And yeah, he does have a son. I believe he has more than one. He's married to Nicole Johnson, and I don't really know. I'm guessing they have, well, it says here that they are still married and 3 children. So either all of those are his, or maybe they adopted something, or maybe from a different marriage of hers. I don't know. But yeah, Michael Phelps. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Now I'm not going to use my cheat sheet anymore. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Phelps, you know, and what he did in the Olympics, you know, so I can give you guys a little bit more of my personal take on it. Now, the very little that I do know about the sport of swimming, what I do understand is that 50-meter medley is when you're swimming from one side of the pool to the other, so it's one long sprint from one side to the other, and 100 meters is when you have to go there and back, you know, so you go once, then you lap back and go back to the other side, and that's how you get the medal. 200 meters is the same thing, but twice, I imagine. So you go once, then you come back another time, then you go back again, and you come back again. So a total of 4 laps, if I'm not mistaken, you know, 100 meters, 50 meters each time you go. So, and there's also backstroke, you know, there's the butterfly stroke, there's the reg. I think that swimming normally is what they call medley. It's a very confusing word. It's not melody, it's medley. Okay, so the medley, you know. So, but in whatever category they are, Michael Phelps has won all of them. You know, he's won a medal in every single category there is, and he also did individual, and also the reason that they separate it by individual and not is because there are some swimming competitions where you also There are some competitions where you swim kind of like with a team, you know, so one of you swims forward, you make a lap, you come back, and then you tag the other swimmer who gets inside the water, and he does the same thing and comes back, you know. This can be done once or a number of times. I think that they might go up until 3 or 4. I think there is this thing called a 4 time melody where 4 swimmers do the same thing, you know. But even though, it's funny because even though you're a team, you're competing in a team, you know, there's always one who's gonna win the medal, you know, and it's always been Michael Phelps. And I saw him in 2016. The guy was a freaking monster. He was shredded, man. It doesn't make sense to me how that guy who's so buff and obviously weighs a lot can swim so quickly, you know. But there's always a technique, and you gotta have your body completely shaved, you know. There's always some aerodynamic I think is in the sky. That's how when you fly with airplanes. I think I may have said something wrong there, but yeah, in general, I do think that Phelps is easily the best swimmer of all time, even though, like, I can say this very comfortably without knowing any other swimmers. You know, I literally only know him, but it's the same thing with Usain Bolt, you know. I mean, you might know a few good sprinters in the Olympics, but he's the one who's always going to come out on top, you know. He has become synonymous with the sport itself of sprinting, now not just in the Olympics, but also outside of it. So, in my opinion, it's really hard for you to, you know, like when you consider who the best swimmers of all time are, I mean, obviously Michael Phelps will be first, but he's gonna be first by a very big margin, you know. It's not like he's gonna be like whoever the hell comes in second place, they're gonna be miles below him, you know. At least that's my opinion. So seeing him in 2016 was kind of like a blessing, you know. It was nice because it was his last Olympics, you know. I had never seen him. I had heard of him before, but I never knew how good he was until I actually saw him in the Olympics, you know. So that was kind of a treat for me and everybody else who considers himself in the same position of not having seen too much of him, you know. So if he ever comes out of retirement, I'm definitely going to be there to see him, you know. And it was really exciting watching him compete, you know. Brazil, the country that my country and the one that I support, didn't even come close. So at one point I was kind of just rooting for him to win his medals, you know, in a certain degree when I saw that Brazil didn't have a chance. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people agree with me. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it, you know. I'm sorry that this video is so much short. It's because I wanted to record a video about Michael Phelps and I gave you guys the statistics of his career, his achievements, you know. But there's really not much that I can say about him, you know, like, because I don't really know too much about him. I don't watch swimming, you know. Maybe in the future I might get more into it, you know, but it's much more likely that I'll do some volleyball related content before this because I love volleyball now, man. I got some videos coming up in the future talking about that. Hopefully it's going to be really enjoyable for you guys, okay? So yeah, a little bit of a shorter athlete profile, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. You guys like the clips of him that I put here because I always do in these videos, you know, and it's all good. If you happen to like this video, then please give it a like and also consider subscribing to my channel because I release videos every single day, okay? And also hit the notification button to know exactly what time I upload because I do that completely at random, okay? So it's all good, guys. Let's just take a moment to thank the world, to thank the sporting world for giving us Michael Phelps, you know. I have no idea how the guy swims so fast, man. He's a freaking torpedo underwater. I don't get how it works. The bodily movements like looking like dolphins, you know. It's freaking crazy, man. Maybe I'll take some swimming lessons with him in the future. But it's all good. For now, this is Chazzy signing out for now. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen.